and they say, oh, you shouldn't be miking people up. A lot of people be like, I don't have time to do that. Look, we just made time. We just put that in there. It's rock, paper, scissors. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna say about BTS and shooting solo, and I say this all the time, but you gotta get all the angles. So that means you're responsible for everything. This is a small group. It's just literally her and her best friend, so it's easy. But we gotta make it look like it's still multiple angles, multiple coverage. So there's gonna be a lot of B-roll framing that I do. There's gonna be a lot of A-roll framing that I do. And a lot of, what did you just say? That way I get my A-roll in case they say something. But I was like over here, I go, oh, would you just say, would you just say? And then they repeat it and now we can connect it. So y'all will see all that come to life, hopefully throughout the whole day.
That's my best friend Sasha right there.
How are you?
Honor.
Justin, nice to meet you. I'm gonna hug you. I'm not gonna handshake.
I'm down for that.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's your name again?
Sasha.
Sasha. Justin and Matthew.
Matthew.
Let me throw this on you. I don't know why I put this on because I knew I was gonna mic you real quick. First B-roll shot is walking up. So we're just gonna hold this right here. Boom. Now, I'm gonna keep rolling because she's probably gonna greet and I can J-cut that audio. How long have y'all been friends, Sasha?
Since we were like 12, 13.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Are you maid of honor?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna be interviewing you for all the dirt, okay?
Figured.
We need to know like the real stuff, the real page, right? Not the oh my gosh, she's getting married.
Yeah,
not that.
I'm not like that.
Yeah, we need like the good stuff. One of the other things that I do all the time is you'll catch me asking questions off camera, and that's what I call gathering intel. And so one of the things I just learned is that Sasha had been friends with her since they were 12. I could easily be like, knowing her since she was 12, you gotta feel something about her getting married, seeing her become a wife now. That's gotta feel different. Like that's how you would word a question instead of just, oh, you've known her your whole life. Like, are you excited that she's getting married? That's basic.
Camera crew too. Yes. This is my videographer.
How are you?
Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Mia.
Mia, Justin, nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
Can I grab you real fast? I wanted to look very bridal-esque. Let's do it like right here. Stand here for me. Okay. And face this way. You can hold all that, it's good. Oh, this way, let's flip it.
Look this way?
Yeah, okay. But look this way.
Look this way,
Okay, when you got here, you literally, the first thing you said, and I like locked in on it, you were like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Whoa.
Where are the tissues? Does anybody have a box of tissues? I'm just like...
That's perfect. I'm gonna leave it there. I got more questions, but
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till I mic you up.
Okay, oh, nice.
Oh yeah, surprise.
Okay, I love The Real Housewives, so I'm living my fantasy right now.
Oh, that's dope. This is perfect then.
I watch every franchise. So
Then
yeah.
you just pretend like you're on an episode of like literally like in your like reality show, and that's the vibe. So just keep living your life, have fun. Ignore the cameras, and like we're literally like the film crew for the day. So you just we're gonna mic you up and just YOLO, see? And they say, oh, you shouldn't be miking people up. That's she's living her best life right now.
I'm living my best life right here.
So I feel like I already got my main dialogue. Since it's not gonna be a lot here, you kind of have to know in the moment what you're gonna turn into a scene. And so initially we got the opening and we'll stack interviews. Obviously we'll stack interviews in between this to turn it into a scene, but we have the opening outside the bridal shop. We've got them coming in. We've got the initial reactions of when she walked out. And then now we're gonna montage this happening. We got good combo of her when she was standing there just talking about, I wanna be snatched, I wanna look good, I want this, I want that. That's gonna be perfect. We'll interlude some of her interviews whenever we get it. We'll do sit down interviews with her to connect pieces. And then we just gotta make sure we focus on an outro. Some sort of like, okay, now we gotta go to the bridal shower or something like that. We gotta get that close out for today. I won't kick y'all out that much. Yeah, both of y'all. Thank you. Can I have you sit right here? Makeshift interview set up real fast. Just real quick. Oh, it looks good. All right, first off, I wanna know how you felt when you walked out, and obviously Mia's reaction was priceless, both of them. Sasha, they're sitting there.
Yeah.
What was going through your head? Like this is fitting one.
Yes, it's way more exciting. It's way more exciting this time around. I don't know, it started to like hit me.
Okay, I just got one more, then we're done. I promise, it's not even emotional. All right, I need all the energy. I just need you to tell me what we're getting ready to go do next.
we are getting ready to go to my mom's house. I'm gonna take a drink of champagne, change it to my dress, start putting everything up, and we are gonna start the bridal shower. I'm very excited.
Let's go. All right, that's it. Let's do it. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I don't know why I fist bumped you.
No, it's cool.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. So sometimes you gotta just move quick. Literally move a couple chairs out, get the framing. A lot of people be like, I don't have time to do that. Look, we just made time, okay? Take 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, make sure you get the sound box, but you gotta know what you want ahead of time. So I already knew I needed my closing outro. I already knew I needed to connect the moment a little bit. I got that, and I still have time to interview the other two when we get back at the house, or later today, we can always plug that, but I wanted her interview in the bridal shop, so it felt like it was happening in the moment. So we'll add that later, and boom, we just got ourselves a nice little dress fitting scene.
Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Check's big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate.
I wish I forgot my 4x4. It would have been dope for the backyard. Do some interviews back there, bro. With the anamorphic. Oh, I dropped the ball. We can still do interviews though. You know what? You know what? We didn't drop the ball. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? Because I got my pop-up diffusion in this jammy jam somewhere. There you go. It's not windy. God might be doing things for us today. I think we can make that work. Low key, I think I'm about to do some anamorphic interviews. We're about to have a little bit of fun. Since there's no timeline, it's kind of like we can make it what we want. So as a filmmaker, no timeline just means ultimate creative freedom. How are you?
This is Paige's mom.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Justin.
Hi.
I'm a hugger, so.
It's okay, so am I.
Where can they put their equipment?
We won't have a lot, but is there just
you
like
can
a...
do like in front of the camera, the TV, is that okay?
You won't be in there? Like we're not filming in there or it's outside?
Oh, it's gonna
It's going to be outside.
Oh yeah, that's perfect then. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
And then if y'all need a bathroom, it's right behind you.
Nice. I actually do need to use it in a second. I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna mic you real quick too. And then, is there like an itinerary? Like I'm just trying to guess like what's gonna happen, or is it mostly like impromptu?
It's literally, however it happens, it happens.
All right, stuff is gonna happen. We just don't know when or what.
That's right.
Dope. I love it. I'm here for it. When you're in someone's home, the first thing you need to do is be extra careful, because you don't want to scratch floors, you don't want to dent walls, you don't want to knock things over. So move slow and cautious and never drag things down the steps. You got to physically lift this stuff, walk it down. In the house, set it down soft. You just got to do that. You don't want to be that videographer where they're like, dang man, that video guy banged a big hole in my living room wall. Like, you don't want to do, trust me. I love that Tascam joint. We finna pop that bad boy on top of this. Good old NTG8. We can hear your deepest, darkest secrets with this mic. So my plan is I'm gonna set up a camera for anamorphic. Now I think I'm gonna just go handheld with my Nikon, and then my Red will just be sitting over there chilling with the Blazar, waiting for people that's ready for an interview. And then we'll just keep bringing people over, talking to them, having convos, and yeah, that's that. That's the plan. And it's a 2-for-1, because then if something happens that's dope, I'll get the shot, and then I can immediately be like, hey, come with me real quick. And then I'm like, what just happened? All right, cool, let's go back over there. And like, we'll just keep running back and forth the whole time. Oh, this is another thing. Everybody's natural instinct is to lean. Don't ever lean stuff. Anytime you lean it, it can be kicked over. You lay it, always. I feel like some of this stuff, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain, but then I bring people on set with me and they do exactly what I'm like, yo, don't, you can't do that. Don't lean that, don't do that. This is the worst part about having these mics, but dude, they're so good, they're tanks. Like, I know Deity discontinued them, but yo, this to me was their best product that they've ever made. It's not that I prefer them, it's just, I already have them. That makes sense? Yeah. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna recommend these over the PR2s, but since I got 17 of them, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go buy PR2s to replace them. This is why I show up super early to weddings. You see how relaxed I am right now? I like to do all this without feeling like I only got 5 minutes, you know? I'm gonna shoot this way. I want the action in the background, you know? Like, it'd be easy to shoot that direction, but then you don't have any context, you know? I want it to look like the life is happening behind us, and I just pan the camera and, you know, we're over here and you see people mingling and all the background noise, it'll look good. Now, the reason I'm micing Mia is because she got some awesome commentary. I don't know why I just went New York when I said awesome. You hear that? I was like, awesome commentary. But that's why we're micing her. So you gotta kind of pick and choose. Sometimes they want some people, but you gotta just be like, look, I know I'm gonna get gold from her. She's been talking really good the whole time. Micing her. Mia, it's time.
Okay.
This is your moment. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Training 26 years for this.
26 years. Here we are. Here we are.
Here we go.
Mia, come on, hit me with your one line. This is you.
My one line. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready for this. Can you come back to me? I gotta think about it. I got a couple, but I just don't know which one's the right one for the vibe.
I don't. Now we're gonna grab this real quick. So what I just did is I staged B-roll of mom and grandma, because then when I take them in an interview, I can literally show the hug first and then cut, and it's like, oh my gosh, she's getting married. Like now we've got B-roll. I said this in the editing. You gotta have something to connect it. You can't just randomly have an interview. Even that little hug was just enough for me to know I got the B-roll, but obviously more natural things is gonna happen. But I usually try to find B-roll with laughs, hugs, stuff like that. So today, we are rocking the Tascam FR-AV2 for the first time. I'm using it in a boom mic scenario. This is what's dope about it. It's got phantom power, 2 XLR combo ports, but I can plug this directly into the back of my mics and go from A-cam to my interview setup, and it's running 32-bit float, so they can literally yell, and it don't matter. So I'm using the Deity TC1. All you gotta do to jam it is plug it into the EXT TCN port, give it a little bit, and boom, there it is. My time code's running. Unplug it, it maintains it. Hit record, good to go, just like that. It auto detects it, so you don't gotta go into the menu or do nothing like that. You do have to set it in the menu, but once you set it to receive time code, you don't have to go back in and do anything. Wait, don't move. I just want, y'all huddle back in real quick. So when you're filming by yourself and you gotta get cross coverage, you always focus on the person that they're talking to. So in this situation, it's not necessarily important to get her face because the film is for her, not of her. So it's better to get the other person. And then if I have to real quick, I can connect it and then go back. So it's just me. So I gotta figure out like who's more important in the shot. This would be the hardest part for me is trying to get, whenever I start my interviews, I almost have to start with somebody up in energy because then it gets me excited about doing the interviews. When I get with somebody that's down in energy, it's like, ooh, it's kind of like walking backwards up a hill. All right, so right now I'm just gonna get some B-roll. Obviously, so they don't have a plan, so my mind goes to work, right? Whenever I'm filming something like this, I gotta figure out, why am I here? Why am I bringing the viewer to the bridal shower? And if they're not gonna do anything, we gotta figure out how to create something. So even if it's short, even if it's something as simple as the couple welcoming and saying like, hey, this is the kickoff, we gotta come up with something. So my plan, I'm trying to figure out who I might want it to be, might call somebody on the spot, might get to know relationships. Another thing I like doing is like looking and for people that are watching me, and then those are the ones who I'm like, I got you, let's go get an interview. Let's go, all right, give me a walk up with the dab, that's dope. This is so sick. Like it's the lens. The lens has got me going like nuts. Okay, stand there real quick. One more good one. Go back under that mic, and then we will. That actually is gonna be like the start of like the video. One more baby step back. This is gonna be hilarious, bro. When you don't have a boom out, and the fact that I got the smallest camera, bro. No way. This is ridiculous. Is it in the shot? Oh. Bro, it's in the shot. I did it on purpose. I was like, I told him to stay down there. I was like, stay down there. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. So when you're solo, this is the part that's stressful because you gotta still set up, but interviews aren't gonna happen right this second. So I can literally just start filming this and come back to finishing that part. We got most of it out there already ready. So let's start getting coverage, all this like interaction stuff. Since I missed a lot of the introduction hugs, I'm gonna stage all of that right now. One of the things I always say is what can be staged, do it later. What can't be, get it now. So the initial convo, we missed it, but we can still get the staged hugs and stuff like that. And then you'll see, just watch. you do me a favor? Can you come give her a big hug again? How are you? Y'all can't be shy. I'll give you a pass a little bit longer. And then it's just all cameras, guns blazing, boom. Like I'm talking extreme close-ups. Tell me how you feel. Let's go. Zooming in real quick. Bow. Bow. No, I'm just messing with you. It's very impromptu. We just have fun, that's all. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not. Melissa, wait, we can't, it's not paper, rock, scissors. Yeah, like I'm gonna pack up and go. It can't, yeah.
This is our bridal shower. You're gonna embarrass me.
Seriously, it's rock, paper, scissors. Like I'm with the group on this one. I can't.
We pay you.
You're right. It's paper, rock, scissors. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's paper, rock, scissors. Like, Melissa, do you, period. Period.
No, but like literally.
For real, it's rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. We just put that in there. It's rock, paper, scissors. But they pay me, so it's whatever they want. Right? It's their day. I was gonna be like, why are you talking like that? Talking like what? I'm like, talking like what? Period. Like, I'm gonna be whipping my hair that don't exist. Like, yo.
Yeah, like you have a bob.
Ooh. Let's do it. You're ready. You got this. All right, this is an easy conversation we're gonna have, okay? You got this. Are you camera shy or you just don't, like, you don't public speak? All of it.
Public speak. I have to give a speech at the wedding. I'm terrified.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's start there. Let's talk about that a little bit. I think knowing them, you just need to have fun. And I think you got the poise, right? Even the way you're standing right now, you're hitting it right now. Hip flex, right? Isn't she? Like, look at her. Like, she's like, I'm shy, but she just comes in, just hits this pose, like, you know, with the glass. Like, you got this, okay? Oh, that's dope. So you literally saw that she wasn't changing.
No, she was like completely herself. She's always been herself with Melissa. So, yeah.
Did you hear that? That's a soundbite for the trailer right there. He's doing BTS, but like, that's going in the trailer. That was brilliant. When you say you're nervous, this is all you got to do is like, I'll send you this if you want to like steal some of the lines, because you definitely got some one-liners. Yeah, this is dope. Can I grab you real fast? Quick little interview. Okay, let me have you stand right here under the mic for me. Okay, my question for you. Well, first off, how are you feeling? Earlier in there, as soon as she introduced me to you, you were like, there's gotta be a lot of emotion. So I just wanna know, like, just how are you feeling about everything?
I'm excited, I am happy, and I'm just happy that my family's growing. Yes.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I definitely.
It's happy tears. That's why I told you.
Well, right, happy tears.
Waterworks are gonna come.
When did the conversation come up about, because she mentioned that you'll be walking her down. I think that's just such a huge honor. When did that conversation come about? Like, did she come to you?
They took me out for Mother's Day last year, and we were between soccer tournaments with my older daughter, and they met me in downtown Fort Worth.
Your emotion tells me everything I need. Like, it's okay. This is going to be one of many.
I remember, we've known Melissa forever. She's not from me, but she is my daughter. You know, she was there when my son was born. She's been there at all of my kids' birthday parties, even by FaceTime. She's always there. My kids can call on her anytime. When Melissa met Paige, I remember I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna grill her.
Put your foot down.
I'm gonna put my foot down because.
What made it? What brought that guard down?
I don't know. Just her smile, seeing how she made Melissa happy.
That's amazing. I love that. I didn't know that part. She didn't tell me that. So, and I feel like for Melissa that had to have meant a lot to her.
I hope it did.
Well, just because of how close you two are. Yes. So I feel like you meeting her and having that type of like approval, put all of this in motion. Is there anything, if I was to ask you, you mentioned that she had her heart broken before Melissa. If I was to ask you what's different with Paige, are you able to put that into words? What makes Paige?
I think just Melissa could be herself. and Melissa felt loved. I think, and we've known Melissa for so long. I mean, we've seen her grow up and.
What made that relationship close? Because, you know, being a mom, you have kids, but to now have love for someone too is...
It was so odd because she was...
We're gonna have to plan like a sit-down interview with you, because I think you got a lot to... We gotta just have a combo.
I do.
Yeah.
I love them.
What's your name again?
Jessica.
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 Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
You're like, the backstory's coming together. And I don't know why you were like nervous. Like that was like...
So nervous.
You were like, you're like a pro speaker. I don't even think you stumbled on words. Maybe when you're talking about people you love, it's just like, it's natural.
It might be.
It's natural.
Maybe it just comes.
Thank you so much. That was a good interview. Real good interview. So if you guys noticed what I did there, a lot of the time people are always asking me, what questions do you ask? And I didn't really ask questions. I don't know if you could hear me, but like, I'm just having a conversation. I literally give them statements that they respond to. And you know one thing that I learned about you is I could tell you have a huge heart, but you're good at reading people. Because the way that you just described your first time meeting Melissa, and then I don't even know if you caught it, but the same way that you met Paige, and you just had this natural, especially I feel like it was even higher with your own children.
It was.
So like when she was sitting there, she was telling me how, you know, she met Melissa and how she met Paige. And then what I started to gather myself is that, wow, you're a good judge of character. And like, I just said this, I'm like, you know what I noticed about you is you're a good judge of character. The way you met Melissa and the way that you told me you met Paige, very similar. And I bet you were more guarded with your own daughters than even with Melissa, because these are kids that you had. And she, oh yes, I was, you know, because, you know, my youngest was 2 when they met, you know? And so she gave me more without even asking the questions. Sometimes it's not questions, it's just have a convo, talk to them. Reason, like actually listen and just talk, keep it going, you know, repeat what they said, add a little bit. That's another thing that I do all the time is I'll just repeat. I need to figure out a name for this, but I'll repeat what they said to me in my own words, and then they'll say the same thing again in a whole different word, like a whole different type.
I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna grill her.
Put your foot down.
I'm gonna put my foot down because.
So I can just be like, oh yeah, so you met Paige and like you couldn't even fight it anymore. She's like, no, I couldn't, because what about her made you, what lowered that guard? That's one of the questions I asked. What made it, what brought that guard down? She gave me a whole book. But by doing that, it created this, now we have a bond. I don't know if you noticed that, but now I can go to her and talk to her. We have a bond. After I finish the interview, I step up. What's your name again? Oh, okay, great. Nice to meet you. Like it, let her know that, look, I'm with the camera, but we're friends, you know? Another thing that I did is I always start in the beginning with a very off-the-wall question. So I just try to, you know, how are you feeling? Like, just talk to me real quick. Just to break the ice, because she's nervous, she's freaking out, right? I don't know where I want to start with the interview question, so I'm just like, yo, just talk to me. Let's see how she talks. Sometimes I'll ask questions like that in the beginning just to understand a little bit about, like, okay, is this person good at talking? Are they nervous? Are they shy? And then we kind of dive into like more of the depth. So, but that was good. That was a real good interview. Let me make sure the mic was still recording. Bro, if it wasn't, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Bro. I'm just playing, dude. You know I'm better than that. Yeah, it's rolling, bro. What you thought? I'm just playing. Let me not act like it, because that be happening. Like I mess up and not record so many times, it kills me. They also emailed everyone the questions. Did you get the email? I can just tell, like you and your daughter, like your hearts are so big. I can tell, you know, like just like side story. I adopted my niece and nephew last year after my brother passed, and same kind of situation. It just, no one asked, you know. It was just like,
no.
I felt.
It just fell in place. And it started with just Melissa being a mentor for Addie in kindergartner, but it grew so much more into that. And then it started with her.
I was gonna ask you that, like now that she found Paige.
Yes. And we support them both, but it's wonderful, wonderful that we found each other, because we probably needed that too.
Right,
We don't know.
It was for both of you.
It was
I
from
believe
both
that
sides.
because you both, like you said, you opened your heart and allowed her in, and she opened her heart to, you know, be vulnerable with you. How does that make you feel, knowing that they have each other now?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Because we didn't want to like Paige.
She told me that too. She told me that.
Because she was ours.
Yep. You didn't want to let go.
We didn't want to let her go. We didn't want her to be hurt. I'm so glad they found each other. I'm so happy they found each other, and they can start their new life. And we'll be there with them.
I love that.
Help them and guide them and whatever is needed.
I love that.
I can't wait to the day they become one.
Last one. I would end it there, but I have to have you tell Melissa how much you love her. So just look here. Okay. Pretend like this lens right here is Melissa.
To Melissa or Melissa and Paige?
To Melissa. I want you to specifically talking to your granddaughter.
Melissa, this is Mom. I'm wishing you the best of the best. You're so important to us, and we are here for you.
A lot of great little key takeaways there. My little statement ideas, like I'm telling you, if you can just repeat statements, like she was wording it, and I was like, you were protecting her. She's like, yes, we were protecting her. We didn't want her to date anyone.
We didn't want to like Paige.
She told me that too.
Yeah,
she told me that.
Because she was ours.
Yep. You didn't want to let go.
We didn't want to let her go. We didn't want her to be hurt.
And it was like perfect. I'm just like literally pulling the sound bites out by giving a statement. It's not about the question. Hopefully you actually can see that, right? Right. It's not about the question. Like you just, like when they're saying it, you just gotta really be listening. Like a lot of people, they like stand there, but they're not digesting the information. You gotta be listening. And then as they start to stumble, hit them with a, be there, be that like sidekick, read their mind. Like, yeah. Melissa, we didn't want her to date because like you were protecting her. We were protecting her. Like that soundbite was like gold, bro, gold. And from grandma to say it, psh, chef's kiss. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm rocking the Tascam FR-AV2. This thing is dope. This is what I was talking about when I say zoom and boom. I literally got the mic just plugged in at 32-bit float so I can boom here. Or if I wanted to be a wireless, or if I wanted to do like wireless boom operating, I can literally boom just like this, boom, boom. And now I got a wireless boom mic, just like that. And it's 32-bit float, 32-bit float.